welcome to my channel. Welcome to a thread club unpacking. First of all, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please click subscribe, ring the bell for a notification when I upload a video. And there is a playlist, or will be a playlist, I need to get organized, for all of the thread clubs together, so that if you're missing anything or would like to see a particular color, that you jump onto that playlist and you can see what is on hand. Now, this is from my local needle store, so this is something that my local friend is now doing, and or she's been doing it for years. But look, this is the kind of service that I get from Carolyn. I asked her if she had this floss and I couldn't get to the store, and she's gone and thrown it in with my thread club because she's just a darling like that. So thank you very much, Carolyn. All right, now I have been collecting 4 clubs up until now, but there is a new club in town. Cottage Garden Threads is a new club. If you want to sign up for it, the link will be in the description for the Google form. Sign up for these if you want to get your hands on Cottage Garden Threads. All right, let's pop them back in the main envelope and we'll check these out. So these come as the next number in the order, and then they will cycle around again. You'll catch up on anything that you've missed out, and so on and so forth. So once you fill it up, you can stop your subscription, or you can continue going because you've already used up all your floss, as you like it. Whew, blimey. This is over a Soie d'Alger, and this is not much between all these gorgeous reds. This is silk. Now, I have used these. I have used these in my Do Different by Long Dog Samplers. I have used one of the reds for the red letters in Do Different. So the red letters being the Bible verse. And was thrown. I had to actually go look this up. There's 7 strands in one of these, which is a bit unusual if you're used to the 6 strands like I am with the cottons and the silks and most of the things. So 7 strands in these little babies, but by golly, they are so nice to work with. So this one is 944. Now, let me get you a white background. And, oh, fingers. So I'm trying to do this with stuff in my hands. And don't work with small animals or small children and animals, or pippas. They're dangerous. Okay, so this one is, as I said, sorry, 944, and it's a red. Okay, they're all red. Okay, but that might give you some kind of inkling. This one is 943, and if you saw all together, and I'll show them all together in a second, they are really, really similar in tone. So if you're going to do some shading, they're going to be super, super subtle. 942, 941, oops, and 936. It's a very, very grey day outside, so my lighting is probably quite poor. So 944, 943, 942. So these are in number order. And I will try and hold across the middle. And there you go. There's all of them in number order, so in number sequence. And you can see they're really, really close in colour. I have actually gone online, because again, the girls are fantastic. I have gone online to, might be speciality. Anyway, I put in the keyword Soie d'Alger colours to get a complete list of all of the colours for a printout, so I can tick off what I actually have and what I don't have. And yeah, I have one of those now. So if you're interested, you can find out exactly what all the colours are number wise, and you can tick as you go through your collection. All right, next one out of the bag is Weeks Dye Works. Now, they started off doing this alphabetically. Carolyn has been having a horrible time with getting GAST's Gentle Arts in alphabetical order, so they may get a bit scattered as we go. But we are up to G in Weeks Dye Works. Now, I will give you the number and the name. Okay, So this one is grape ice. Hang on, let me free up the hands. Okay. Grape ice, it's a lilac and grey, and it's 1156. Okay. It's quite subtle. Or some of the grey is not quite so subtle, but it's reasonably dark. But the purple is quite pale. It's a very, very light lilac, but the variegation through that is gorgeous. All right, the next one is Granny Smith. This is 2191, and it is that gorgeous fresh green apple that you get in like the artificial dye kind of stuff. You know, the lollies that do apple sweets and all of those kind of things. And then there's a pale, pale green, almost into the yellow kind of colour range as your inside of the apple. Beautiful. This one is goldenrod. Goldenrod is a herb plant, medicinal plant, 1118, and it is a gorgeous gold colour. Looks quite uniform in colour, that one. This is gold. This is 2221, and it's quite a sandy gold colour, but not the metallic. If you don't like working with what they jokingly call devil's pubes, metallic threads can be a demon to work with. Yeah, it's a nice alternative. Flopsy is making an entrance, or trying to. Glacial melt. Jeez. 2112. Okay, bye Flopsy. It is a blue-grey. Out of my light, Sophie, please. It's a blue-grey, kind of greenish, almost green tint in there as well. Like a glacier blue. Go talk to Daddy. And yeah, kind of glacier blue. You know, the water that runs off the glaciers. That kind of really dark blue. I don't know what it's full of air or what makes it the deep blue. This one is called Garrison Green. Sorry, Glacial Blue Melt is 2112. Garrison Green is 1265. And it's army green, kind of, you know, Garrison. Yeah. Okay. So there's the Weeks Dye Works. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. I catalogue all of these in a couple of fantastic apps. I actually use two. I use Stash Cash, which was my go-to in the beginning, just because it was very user-friendly for me. Okay, it was very user-friendly. I had to hand enter everything. But with Stash Cash, which is a kind of yellow gold kind of background with a thread reel and needles. With that, once I entered it in, I could enter whatever floss into whatever projects, and if they shared the different projects, I could see all of that information as well. That failed on me because I think my phone got full and it wasn't working. I couldn't get it to open, but I think it was my phone error, user error. I deleted it. Stupid me. So I had to re-enter everything, which I have now done. While that was out of action, though, I found ThreadStash. ThreadStash is an app program that works as an app and as a web cloud-based. So wherever it lives is where your collection lives. So you have access to it as long as you can log in. So if you're out on your phone, with you can look at it on your phone. And it's current to real-time cloud stuff. So really, really handy if you need to get somebody to check floss on you or anything else like that, as a fallback to having this. You can enter your projects in your fabric and everything else. There is a lot of preloaded threads there, so all the common big threads are there, and you can enter them as customs as well. So don't feel like you can't use the custom tab. You can, to put in something like, say, was it cotton and I just got them in the Black Media Society. This one. So I've got these, right? Colour and cotton, that one. So colouring cottons I can put in by hand, so I can still catalogue, yes, I've got these threads. So don't feel that if the major brand isn't there that you're stuck and you can't use them. So it's really, really good to have these even as a jewel, as a backup kind of for yourself or anything else. But as I say, Thread Stash is cloud based, so you're less likely to completely balls that one up as opposed to Stash Cache, which is phone device specific. So yeah, that's just my handy hint for that. So now, classic Colorworks, as I get back onto why we're actually here. We have K. Okay, K. Key Largo. There are numbers on these. These are CCT 107. Key Largo is green. And you can go Key Largo, Montego, and you know, name that song in too. So it's a green and there's a light blue there, but gorgeous if you're thinking sunshiny waters, white sandy beach, and you get that gorgeous colour of the water coming through. Joshua Tree is 146. Joshua Tree is the sandy colour, so it's a green and a brown kind of khaki kind of colour. So natural kind of colours. This is 36 and this is Jakey Brown. Now, Jakey Brown is a kind of a pink. It's not brown. I mean, it is brown, but it's not. It's kind of into the red browns. Does that make sense? So it's a pinky kind of colour. This is like in your face bougainvillea pink. This is called Jelly Roll, and this one is 98. So Jelly Roll, it's cerise, it's bougainvillea, yellow or pink. This one is called Jolly Holly, and this is 159. This is green with, oh, there is another green tone in there. So you've got the green like the inside of an avocado, but then you've also got the browny kind of colour that the avocados tend to turn. It's not really holly. It's more an avocado kind of colour. The browny kind of avocado and the green green of the inside of the avocado. And that was 159. And then CCT 144 is just rust, and it's this goldy rust colour, and there is a bit of a darker brown through there. I actually have a rust dress that my sister made for me, and it's this kind of colour. It was to go with my hair. It's gorgeous. There's the dress and a jacket, and the jacket has big stripes. Back in the 90s. So they are the classic Colorworks. GAST. Okay, Gentle Arts. Alright, Gentle Arts. Now there's two collections in Gentle Arts. One of them are for the more heritage style, and one of them are for the other kind of collection, right? So they have two different labels. One is the brown and one is the cream. Okay, so we keep the collections separate. I keep the collections separate in my pegboard as well. This one is called Harvest Basket. This is the Simply Shaker collection. It's number 7000 and it's a gold. It's a straw gold kind of thing, and very, very similar to that gold that was from Weeks Dyeworks. So, you might not see it quite as well through the packaging, but that gold is very, very similar to Weeks. Okay, so there's that, 7000. Now, in the cream set, which is the sampler threads, this is Mistletoe, and it's number 113, and it's green. It's been so long since I've seen Mistletoe. I don't even know if it comes this bright, but it's very, very bright. Okay, but you've got this green, and there is a variegation with a dark green and a light green through that. It's beautiful. Mint Jubilee is 192, and it's a off-white green, so very pale, kind of like the inside of a mint chocolate fondant kind of filling, that kind of pale green. It's beautiful. All right, Midnight. I've had this before. Midnight is 240. Midnight is this gorgeous blue with a variegation with this dark thread going through it as well. So it goes from a navy to a really dark navy. It's beautiful. These are beautiful to stitch on. Black Needle Society. Katie actually uses a lot of these in her designs. So I've got to use these. They're just a dream to work on. Seeing the variegation come through in your stitching is fantastic. Maple Syrup is 440 and it's brown. Yeah, kind of like maple syrup. And Grasshopper is 112. Okay, Grasshopper is a kind of dry grass. Okay, so that is the Gentle Arts sampler threads. Now, I'm going to interject here. I do floss tube. As I said, I've been out of action. My mental health has been taking a bit of a kicking too. So I apologise for not having done these. So I will be doing a massive floss tube video at the rate I'm going because I've got so many collections and stuff to show you. So if you want to check that out, please click subscribe and you can see those too. Okay, now this new club for me is the Cottage Garden threads for June. I don't know what order these are coming in. I have no idea. They've got new collections recently, but these numbers are all over the shop. The names are A's. Okay, so we're starting with A. All right. So these are all named after flowers, and I have no idea what these flowers look like with their names. I'm so bad at naming flowers. Okay, Allium is the first one. Now there is a trick with Cottage Garden threads to get them to unravel, and you know what? The trick is on the back. They probably got fed up with people going, I don't know how to get into these, so they put the instructions on the back. So what you do is you pull the left side. As you look at this, you pull the left tail, okay, and it will pull very, very gently. It will just pull. So these are loose ends, okay, and it will unravel just like that. And that's your length. That double, obviously, because there's a loop in there. And you can actually pull these out. You just hold it at the top and you can pull one out. Look at that variegation. It's not just gorgeous. You can pull these out one by one. So you grab your 6 strands, pinch there just gently, and slide. It will slide. All right, see it's pulling up there, and it will draw. Okay, and I will even that up later. But that's how you can use these. You don't have to take them off the card, so they're always labeled. It's just ingenious packaging. Okay, the aftercare instructions are here. Do it with hot air. You rinse, you air dry. You do not use cold water. You don't spray, and you don't use a wet iron. Small batch hand dyed. Dye lots will vary, and the rule of thumb is buy enough plus 1. Okay, so if there is something on these that you love, then please buy it wisely, carefully. And where is that little one that I pulled? Buy these carefully and buy in abundance because you want the similar dye lots. So again, just to pull these back into balance. There you go. And if you want, you could actually plait these into a plait. They will still pull through the plait. It might be a little bit difficult because you're pulling a little bit differently, but that could be one thing that you could do to keep from the tangling. Otherwise, you just leave them stored like this until you're ready to actually use them. So there you go. Handy hint with the Cottage Garden threads. They are fantastic. And now I need more pegboard hooks. Okay, this one is called Albert. The little hole hadn't come out. So Albert is, it's a brown and a pink. That's beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad I can collect these. This is African Violet. Oh my goodness. Mum used to grow African Violet. And it's just like African Violet. The green leaves are deep green and hairy, furry even, and I used to pet them. And the purple being the flower, really reminds me of Mum. I should do something for Mum. Yeah. This is Alambi. Now, the only thing I know about Alambi is it's a street name somewhere. I don't. Clearly, it's plant. Oh, thank you.
It's a cheese sandwich.
Yeah, thank you. I'm still recording. So Alambi, you've got the brown and the green and the pale green between. Beautiful. So that's 1706. Albert is 1805. African Violet is 914. Allium is 17. Sorry, it's LM 17. So that might be a limited number. And then the final one is an LM. It's 24, and it's Aeonium. Aeonium being the kind of Latin term of one of the flowers. And it's green and brown. Okay, so that's a little bit different. So there you go. There's your tips on that. If you want to collect these, I think it's... no, just go fill out the form. Because in your currency it might be different anyway. So fill out the Google form, sign up, send Carolyn an email for these. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Don't know where I'm going to store these. Because they're actually going to be, they're quite bulky. They will fit on my pegboard, but it's going to fill up pretty quick with some of these delicious ones. I want to be able to see them. I might have to come up with a different way of displaying, like a box or something. I don't know. Have to get creative with that one. Yeah, I have a couple of these already, but this is the first time I get to collect them, and I can see them on my pegboard over there. I picked the ones that were my favourites when they first came out, but it's like, how do you pick this? The colours are just divine. So there you go. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, please click like, subscribe, comment. It encourages all those YouTube algorithms and everything else. And let me know if you sign up. Carolyn does ship these internationally. So Cottage Garden threads are Australian only. Sorry, it's an Australian brand. I don't know what international they have got to at this stage. So if you want to get your hands on these, even with international, Carolyn will consolidate mail. So she might even consolidate mail for 2 or 3 months for you, and then ship it as a bigger bundle, you know, so long as letterpost goes through, you know, keeping it under certain amounts, you'll be able to get a bunch through. So that might be one way to get your hands on these gorgeous, gorgeous threads. So there you go. Most of it's cotton. Absolutely beautiful. And if you can't get your hands on these locally yourselves, then it might be worth doing one of these thread clubs and gathering the collection. So yeah, if you subscribe now to any of these, I don't get anything for this, I just get it because I love it. If you subscribe to these now, you get whatever the next month is, and then it will loop around and you'll be able to collect the missing ones and all that kind of thing. So yeah, that's how it works. I checked with the girls when I was at my stitchy chats the other week, and yeah, that's how they're working it out. So there you go. Alright, I will see you around in another video. Thank you so much for joining me, and take care of yourselves. Bye for now. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.